And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live on the road at Chick-fil-A and Elizabethton on show number 2,286 on an overcast, rainy, absolutely rainy Monday. But it's a good day to be out here talking about the obvious, which would be the grilled barbecue smokehouse chicken. Get it grilled. You can get it regular, get it spicy. The smokehouse barbecue chicken. And also, what do we have here? You know what we got. Hello, Krista White, how you doing? This is the pineapple dragon fruit, frosted. Smoking good. So, anyway, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. Lots going on. We just finished up our tour of schools at Eastside Elementary. Come up here and reset and reset up with the show. Lots going on. We're going to jump in here to take our first break, come right back, talk high school sports. Everything obviously weather-related, pouring down the rain. A lot of rain today here in the area, so we'll know if these games will get going or not, but we'll tell you about the sub-state. The baseball will be coming up on Wednesday. The softball's today. Some of the soccer's today. So we'll take a look at that. We've got Major League Baseball. We got the NBA, the National Hockey League, college baseball, college softball. Got it all for you today going on, plus a lot of guests. So it's all going to get started right now with the national anthem. Who does it today? You know, I'm feeling Chris Stapleton for some reason. Don't know why. I like to hear him sing. And how about it? Here's Stephanie Marlowe watching. Hello, lady. Thank you. Here he is, just feeling some Chris Stapleton with the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular amongst birds singing out, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So let's start with, hello, back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's start, I like my new glasses. They don't look so nerdy, so I had the ones I had on last week. So let's start with softball. It's all going on today, and it's all very much weather-driven, so we don't know what's going to happen because of the water and the rain. Hello, Stephanie Marlowe. Hello to Brenda Grindstaff. You know, Conway says, hello, darling. And Janet Hill, hello to you. Thank you for listening to the show. All right, in 4A softball today, Scienceville, the Lady Hilltoppers home to Morristown West. Morristown East will host Dobbins Minute in the 4A. That's in our neck of the woods. So Science Hill hosting Morristown West, Morristown East hosting Dobbins Minute in girls regional softball play. In 3A, Crockett is at home. Unicoi County travels. Those teams to be determined still don't know who they are, which I find interesting, but they don't have them on the sheet here for the TSSAA. Other two teams, Anderson County playing Cock County and Newport today. And all this very much an asterisk weather related. South Greens ladies in softball hosting Eagleton. Chucky Oaks Lady Black Knights traveling to Alcoa. That's going on today in 2A softball. Hello, Junior. How you doing, buddy? Junior had a really good really good Sunday school lesson yesterday. He's in the book of Hebrews and doing a really, really good job. So, challenging us every week to do better, be more Christ-like. So, good job. Where's my bell? If I can give him a bell, if I can find it. I threw it back in here a while ago before we took off. Did I leave it? Don't tell me I left it. No, I didn't leave it. Eastside Elementary. Right here. Junior Campbell. You get a bell, buddy. Good job. Keep up the good work, Sunday school lesson. In single A softball, North Greens Lady Huskies hosting Cosby today. Hancock County hosting Unaka. Get all this with a big asterisk, as we said, weather-related for the softball regionals. Now let's get into the soccer regionals. They play tomorrow. We're doing this chronologically. Tomorrow, Volunteer will play in Bristol against Tennessee I in boys soccer in the regional in AA. Greenville hosting Crockett tomorrow in AA. In AAA, Dobbins Minute home to Jefferson County. Sevier County, the Smoky Bears will host Science Hill coming up tomorrow in regional soccer play. Then in the private schools, Lakeway Christian is at home against FRA. I'm not sure what FRA or who FRA is, but FRA will be their opponent tomorrow in the Division II Single A private school soccer first round. Lakeway Christian down in Morristown, which White Pine, actually, if you've ever been there, it is an awesome school. Me, oh my. All right, let's take a look at baseball. Unfortunately, the Cyclones got knocked out. Our season is over. Kudos and congratulations to Unicoi County. You say you're congratulating a team knocked you out? Absolutely. Yeah. Why would you not? It's a game. It's just a game. Did the sun come up yesterday morning? Yeah. Come up this morning? It came up. It's raining, but no, you got to. It is what it is. So, by the way, we got the verse today coming up here. Let's do that right now. Man, this is awesome. I dug around, found these last night, and found this one, and then we'll get into the baseball sectionals. So, here it is. Where is it? Here we go, right here. Did you get yours, by the way? Did you get your verse this morning? Yep. Psalms 3, verses 3, 4, and 5. Now listen to this. But you are a shield around me, O Lord. You bestow glory on me, and you lift up my head. You're having a crummy day, he'll lift up your head. And he's a shield for you. He runs interference for you. Verse 4 says, to the Lord I cry aloud. He answers me from his holy hill. Selah. You ever see that in the Old Testament, and particularly in Psalms, where it's at? Selah means to pause and kind of ponder, think about it. To the Lord I cry aloud. He answers me from his holy hill. That's verse 4. How about this, verse 5? I lie down and sleep, awake again, because the Lord sustains me. Where's that bell? That's awesome. Psalms 3, verses 3, 4, and 5. But you are a shield around me, O Lord. You bestow glory on me and lift up my head. Verse 4, to the Lord I cry aloud. He answers me from his holy hill. He hears your prayers, folks. Sometimes I think they can go past these ceiling tiles, but he hears you. It's either yes, no, or not right now. And if you don't get what you want, that's because he ain't Santa Claus. He's always looking out for what your best is for you. And so what you think you might need, you'll probably look back later and go, thank you, Lord. And I have numerous times. I look back and go, thank you, Lord, for not giving me what I thought I needed, because I didn't need it, as it turned out. We give you one more verse here, the verse 5, and we'll get on to the baseball. Verse 5 says, I lie down and sleep, I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I've had folks have gone to bed, didn't wake up, because you're up and around today. That's a gift. All right, Region 4A sectional baseball tournament play. Dobbins Minute, these are on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. Hello, Kenneth Gooch. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you, sir. Always with me, you and Nina. Thank you. Dobbins Minute hosting Farragut in Kingsport on Wednesday. All these are 6:30 starts. Science Hill travels to Oak Ridge in baseball on Wednesday, the 4A regional baseball tournament. I got the whole state lined up here. Bradley Central, Siegel, Blackman, Columbia, Greenhill, Beach, and Independence. Clarksville will play Rossview. Houston will play White Station. Collierville plays Henry County, and Rossview. Got 2 Rossviews down here. This is why I don't get in. This has not been determined. Yes, it has. I'm reading the wrong brackets. Let's start over. Messed up. All right. DB baseball hosting Farragut Wednesday. Scienceville travels to Oak Ridge. Siegel will be at Bradley Central. You have Greenhill and Columbia in 4A baseball. Independence will be at Beach. You have Clarksville hosting Houston and Collierville hosting Rossview. That's in 4A. Coming up, she's here. We'll let her go early. Leslie's in the house. She's earlier than her appointed 12 o'clock timer. We'll put her on when she just here in a second. All right, in 3A baseball, Greenville, by virtue of defeating the Cyclones on Saturday, hosting Seymour on Wednesday night. Unicoi County, by virtue of defeating the Cyclones, will be the runner-up, and they will travel to Anderson County on Wednesday. In 3A, Upperman will be at Red Bank in 3A baseball. These are the sectionals. These winners will go on to the state tournament. Soddy Daisy plays at Tullahoma against the Wildcats. White House hosting Hardin County. Chester County hosting Lawson. South Gibson, the number 1 team in the state, hosting Covington. And Dyer County will be at Munford in the western part of the state in 3A baseball. All right, let's go to 2A baseball. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. 2A baseball, the sectional, Alcoa hosting McMinn Central. Sweetwater hosting Pigeon Forge. White House Heritage, will be... Well, there she is, Angie Wilhoit's listening and watching from Wilhoit Manor. Like a 44-acre spread out there in Piney Flats with 3 swimming pools, a putting green, a dog park. They got it all out there in Wilhoit Manor, I'm telling you. Stratford at White House Heritage. I'll hear about that. East Nashville hosting Liberty Creek. Forest against Stewart County. Huntington hosting Summertown in 2A baseball. Westview hosting Tresvant. And Lakeland Prep will be hosting Milan in 2A baseball. And none of our local teams are there, unfortunately. In single A baseball, we are, and they're a good one. University High in Johnson City on Wednesday hosting Greenback. You have North Green traveling to Coalfield. Also in single A baseball, Gordonsville will be at Whitwell. You have East Robertson hosting CSLA. You have Eagleville hosting Hollow Rock Brewston. These are interesting single A school names, which I don't know anything about them. McKenzie hosting Moore County. Union City against MASE. And Memphis Middle College hosting Bradford in the western part of the state. So, and then one more, you have Providence Academy, the private schools. They're going to be hosting North Point Christian on Wednesday as well, with a chance to get on down the road in the baseball private school semifinals or in the sectional. That's what's going on there. What's going on here is we are live again at Chick-fil-A. Friday night, we're going to be streaming high school graduation. The class of 2025 graduation, going to stream it for you. We'll have it for you right here in its entirety beginning at 7:30 on Friday night. Going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to just watching all these kids graduate and go across the, you're Amanda. I just put a name in the face. I see her all the time in the credit union. She's here. Amanda's in the house. Think of that. I didn't know that was her. She always waves, and I waved back, but I never knew who it was. I learned something. Let me tell you something. It don't take much to do this show. It's like, really? It's like you're Forrest Gump. You meet this lady, and I thought, she walked around the corner and went, golly, Shazam. So, anyway, she's here, and Leslie's here, and we got our guests lined up. We got more to talk about. Major League Baseball. How about Evan Carter? Woo! Home run Saturday against Detroit. Yesterday knocked in a run against Detroit. So this guy's back up on the bigs, starting at center field. They have Colorado in town tonight in Texas. Colorado fired their manager. They're one of the worst teams in baseball. But Evan Carter is not only playing, he's getting it done. Who is Evan Carter, you say? Those of you who are from out of state and not watching the show. Evan Carter's from here in Elizabeth, and he's 22 years old. He's a starting center fielder with the Texas Rangers, and he's good. He's a heck of a guy, I'm telling you. You couldn't meet a nicer Christian guy than Evan Carter. In fact, if you see all these T-shirts, Evan and his wife kindly came up with Jesus Won across the front of the shirt. Had it on 2 years ago in the post game when they interviewed him. He hit the game-winning hit. They had him on national television. He forgot to. He had just taken his jersey off. Still had his T-shirt on underneath. It says Jesus won. It caught fire. They have sold hundreds of thousands of these T-shirts. And they were in town last summer, the guys that make the T-shirts, and they were talking about how they've shipped these T-shirts to all 50 states. It just says Jesus won on the front of them, W-O-N, and it came up with Evan Carter, and he has impacted our culture to the nth degree with these T-shirts. They're everywhere. So this kid is from Elizabeth, and I say kid is young man. He's been on the show numerous times. When he's in town, he'll come to the ball games, the basketball games over at the high school, Elizabeth High School. He and Kalen sets up in the stands, eating popcorn, drinking pop. Would never know he's a big league center fielder. He's that kind of guy. It's not like, look at me. You would never even know he's there. That's how humble this guy is. So came home and gave a boatload of money. I think I can tell you it's $35,000 to Central Christian Church, his church, to feed the hungry here and to help out the flood victims. Is that not cool? Then he gave money to the Elizabeth and Carter County Animal Shelter to help there with the spay and neuter program. And Evan Carter turned around and gave $30-some thousand to build a indoor batting point over there. That's where it's at. Indoor batting facility for the Elizabethton city schools. That's the kind of guy Evan Carter is. So am I going to toot his horn and cheer him on? Absolutely. He is. He's not one of these divas. He is very level-headed young man, to say the least. All right, so we got that taken care of. Amanda is here for a appointed time, and so is Leslie. We'll get Amanda in here, let her get going. This is your first time, right? Are you nervous? You're nervous? No. Your country is cornbread. What are you talking about? She is going to be good. She's from Northeast Community Credit Union. We just got done doing the tour of schools. Andrew was there, passing out the ball caps to the readers or winners as well. So it's been a good morning already. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. She's here. Here is the let's go down here and show Andrea again with the what are you talking about? You say readers or winners. This is it right here. We'll be right back with Amanda from NCCU as we're here live with show number 2,286. They laughed at me. They said, doing a sports show on the internet? It ain't going to last. Okay. We're 14 shows away from 2,300. So it's all about him. It ain't about me. Quick break. Amanda's next from the Credit Union of the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
A crummy host bring her over and you can't even see her on the screen, so we can get her on the screen. This is Miss Amanda. How you doing, lady?
I'm good. How are you doing?
You doing good? So, first time she's ever done this. That's okay. So, it's all right. We're going to talk about don't tax my credit. You're going to talk about that in a moment. She's also the training and
Development manager.
development manager.
Yeah.
So, in layman's terms, you help hire people. Is that correct?
Yes, I help onboard them, get them trained for their position. I also develop current employees, get them up to speed on all our products and services.
Okay.
So we stay pretty busy.
Do stay busy. So I want to tune it up a little bit, tweak that just a smidge. So, yeah, so you're hiring people, always hiring people. It's like anywhere else. Chick-fil-A, you pick it, Food City, any of our sponsors. There's always an attrition. They come, they go. We understand that. We want them to stay, but sometimes things happen. They move away or do whatever. So you're always looking for more folks. And so what type of employees, I mean, you looking for tellers? What are you looking for in particular?
Tellers, member service representatives, as they're called there, but that's normally where we start everyone out as. We like to get them a good foundation of who we are, what we believe, how we're different than most financial institutions, and then they can grow from there. We've promoted people within just a few months of being hired, so there's great potential to grow.
So it's not tellers or member service representatives, is what you said? You
yes.
call them? So Aubrey, who's the manager at Oakland Avenue, where I trade all the time, she was telling me the other day, she started as a member service representative and has worked her way up. Now she's the branch manager, and her predecessor, Whitney, has now moved upstairs, and she's a commercial loan officer. She's on the show last week. So what's your point? The point is you can move up in the company. There is
Absolutely.
room for growth and room for personal growth, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we love to promote from within. So the people who already know our heart and our mission, those are the ones that we're looking to promote. And those are skills that you can't train or can't teach.
Exactly.
You either love people and you have a good work ethic, or you don't.
Hit the bell. She's right. Either you got it or you don't. And I can go to places. Ran into one the other day. I won't tell you what retail place I went to. I went and asked him for help. And the guy tells me, and I quote, "Not my department. I'm going on break." So you know what I did? I just smiled, didn't say another word, didn't throw anything, just went right back out the door. And I thought, you know what? I work hard for my money. If you can't even say, you know, I mean, I don't expect you to buy on scrape, but to walk up and say, ain't my department, he said, "Ain't my department, dude. I'm going on break." And I thought, this dude's out the door.
Yeah.
So,
well, one good thing is there are no departments
sure.
who are not member service related at the
Sure.
credit union. If you are think you're too good to wait on a member, that's not where you need to work.
That's it. I like it. Put it right here. She's talking my lingo. So, anyway, that's the name of the game. And so, and you got to love people. And it's obvious you go in over there at any of the branches, they do. You're not just a name. You're not just I mean, they want to know, they get to know you. And it's almost like you become family. So, that's who you're looking for. So, member service representatives. We have branches in Johnson City. Right here over behind us. I always point off camera, but over top of the store here and behind the high school is the main branch, which they went to a really cool renovation we'll talk about in a minute. It's really snazzy. And the newest, we talked about this during the tour of schools at Eastside. We had a flood here in September, and it really hammered that end of town, down on the east end of town. I mean, it got us pretty good. Hello, Becky Muncie down in Union County. How you doing, lady? Thanks for watching. Rick Ranson in Pensacola, how you doing, sir? Jerry and Carolyn Bruce, thank you for watching. So the flood impacted this town and this community, to say the least, and still is. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, trying to get everybody back. And one of the places affected was our branch on 19E for the credit union.
It was, yes.
It got flooded, and so we had to destroyed it or flooded. To the point we had to do a new one, or make a new one, create a new one, build a new one, and we have. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we've got our temporary unit open. It's full service to our members. We are beginning construction to rebuild right there at that same location. It'll be right in front of where the temporary unit sits, pretty much in the same exact spot as the old one was. Hopefully to have that done, approximately a year from now. But they are fully functional there at that temporary unit with a drive-through, an ATM machine, loans, new accounts, debit cards, whatever you need, they can do for you there.
And then you have also, let's see, the fourth one is
the Roan Mountain location.
Roan Mountain location, yep. So You got 4 locations here, and the one in Johnson City stays hopping. So there's more and more people in that direction coming on board the credit union. And why would you not? You can join for a whopping $5. So
That's right. One of the things too that we're really proud of is our school branch coordinator. So we are actually in all 4 county high schools and Elizabethton High School, and we have a gentleman. His name's Bryson Brown. He goes to each county school one day a week and sets up a branch, and so we're really proud of that too.
And that is, we had Andrew on talking about that before, where they teach them to write checks, make deposits, do things that you would assume high school kids know how to do, but they don't, and that not all of them do. And so it's a really good service, right?
It is. It is. We have a lot of young people learning a lot of financial literacy there at the program as well.
Talking to Amanda Blair, this is the first time she's doing a great job. She'll be back, I can tell you. So Wesley, big as he is, big old 6'5" dude, came over the first time. He said, "Gosh, I'm tore slap up about this. I'm nervous." He talked about fraud. He was on there 2 weeks ago. Scary what's out there.
Yes.
The people that are trying to take our money and do it illegally, but you guys got a great fraud department to take care of that, don't you?
We do, and we even have an after-hours number that can take care of you when we're not in the office.
Yep. So if you're out on the weekend and something goes wrong, somebody steals your information by however they do it, and it's 10 o'clock at night and you're on vacation in Myrtle Beach, it's like, what do I do? There's an after-hours number.
We do,
Yeah.
yes. And our app also lets people turn their cards on and off themselves. So if you realize your card is lost and you're at Myrtle Beach, you can go into your app and turn your card off right then.
Yep. Boom. So they can't, whoever, I call them scumbags, can't take your money and do wrong things to somebody who's worked hard to put that money in the account at the credit union. The other thing we like to talk about, we're going to talk about this, don't tax my credit union here just a second. Every month, Northeast Community Credit Union gives $300 to school teachers, which I think is an incredibly cool thing. They do it year-round. School's getting ready to get out here in another week or two. But in June and July, there's another $300 going out to school teachers, but you got to apply. It's very easy to do. You go to
Our website.
BeMyCU.org.
Yep.
Yep. And so why would you not? I mean, the money goes right to the teachers. They go right back and buy whatever they need. Markers, crayons, copy paper, whatever she needs or he needs in their classroom. It's free money. So that,
It is, and a lot of times in the summertime is when teachers are actually thinking about what they're going to do in the fall upcoming year. So that's when they can really apply for those scholarships and get that money and really prepare for next year and have a little something in their pocket
Yeah.
to get started with.
absolutely. Because we blink. Seemed like the other day was Christmas, and here it is in the school year. We blink, I promise you, it'll be August and back to school. This is how it goes. And so the teachers are already the one. I mean, they're going to get out and take a breath for a couple of weeks, and they can turn around and go, okay, get ready for the new school year. And to hand them a check for $300 would be awesome. It's in any of the 5 counties,
It is.
and it would be Carter County,
Washington County,
Washington,
Sullivan,
Sullivan,
Johnson,
Johnson,
and Unicoi.
Unicoi. That's the counties they serve, and they serve them well at Northeast Community Credit Union. And again, go to the website, BeMyCU.org, right?
It is, and there are months where we don't have anybody apply, and it's free money. And I think it's available to anyone who needs it. We want to give this money away.
Absolutely.
So yeah, if you're listening and you're a teacher, please come by and talk to us, or go to our website and find out that information.
Or if they're in class right now teaching, and you know somebody who is a teacher, tell them about it and tell them to go apply.
Absolutely.
It probably takes, a couple of minutes to apply?
Absolutely,
Tops.
it's very, very easy, very short form, one page.
5 counties they serve, folks. They do a great job. We're talking to Amanda Blair. So there's a campaign going on right now that says, "Don't tax my credit union." Tell me what this is all about.
So the federal government is looking at a way to counteract a regulation that was put in several years back, and one of those ways to counteract that is to add credit unions to the list of financial institutions that will have to start paying income tax. Credit unions have always been exempt from paying income taxes, which and we do pay taxes, $36 billion in taxes that are paid by credit unions. However, the money that we save by not paying income taxes is put back into our communities. Lower rates for our members on loans, higher rates on dividends, those financial literacy programs we talked about just a few moments ago. All of those things are what the credit unions are able to do without that income tax payment. And so if they take that status away from us, it's really going to hold us back on the things that we can do for our community. So, excuse me, there's a huge initiative right now. We have the little forms at our credit union locations, all of those. You can sign your name. And it says, don't tax my credit union. You know, we want to keep it the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
We want to keep our credit unions able to help our low-income families, our students, all of those products and services that we offer and we don't charge for. We want to be able to continue to serve our communities that way. And this initiative will do that.
Yeah, just that easy, folks. So when you go to the credit union, they'll probably ask you to sign and sign a petition. Don't tax my credit union. How long do we have to get all those names?
Well, actually, tomorrow there is a vote.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yes, but that is a preliminary vote for some rules that they're trying to see if they're going to pass. So we're going to continue this efforts until a decision is made. So I would say anytime the month of May, you come on down and sign one of those little forms. Basically, it's your name, and if you have been a member for X amount of years, and that's it. We've collected, in one day we collected over 100.
Really?
Yeah.
It's awesome. So you are actively hiring people, correct?
We are getting ready to start a new class next Monday. And hopefully we start a class every 30 days. And we've done that since February this year. So we've started classes every month. Some months I spend more time in the development of those we've already hired. But here lately we've been starting new people every 30 days. And we've had some good folks come from that.
Yep. Well, when you hire them, they just don't throw them to the wolves. There's a system. There's the NCCU way, and they got to teach the NCCU way, and that's what they do, and so she does, and she does a great job. So to apply and say, I'd be interested in working at the credit union, how do we do that?
So you can do that also through our website, or you can come by one of the branches. You can also come and speak to me directly, and I can tell you a little bit about the program and what we're looking for, and if it's a fit for you and what you want to do. You can build a career there straight out of high school.
The lobby, by the way, the new renovation at the home office or home branch is really, really cool. It's got that River Rock wall behind the. I'm not good at stone. It's a stone. Anytime you have stone inside a building, it's really cool. So you'll describe it better than me. How would you describe that wall behind the?
I would say River Rock wall. It's really beautiful on there. Double diamond symbol is hanging there, and it's lit up behind it. It's gorgeous, and the new colors. It's been modernized. It looks really good in there. We're really excited to see it come to completion.
Absolutely. Good job. First time I've ever done this.
Yes, it is.
And you're coming back.
If you want me to, I will.
Wasn't bad, was it?
No, it wasn't bad at all.
I say all the time, if I can do this, anybody can do this. So you get a free lunch out of the deal, too. They tell you that?
They didn't. They held that back.
Andrea,
Maybe
Andrea
they were
DeMoss,
afraid I wouldn't come.
It's a technical foul. Yeah, you get a free lunch. Absolutely. Go up and tell them you're a guest. Get whatever you want. Take back to work with you. Great job.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yes. Amanda Blair. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're loaded up. We got Leslie and also a brand new sponsor. She's sitting right over there. Can't wait to have her on. She is awesome. They've been doing it for 20 years. They're going to help you if you want to lose weight. How about that? And it is called, these folks, and she is going to be here in just a few minutes, called Weight Loss Success in Johnson City. Coming up next from Sycamore Shoals, our weekly show and tell out of the gift shop next on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
Oh, it's snowing.
Right. Okay.
Let's make a snowman.
Can't now, honey.
Dad,
Sorry, kiddo.
want to make a snowman? I can't see.
Welcome, Sam. You're right on time.
You know me?
Of course. You want to make a snowman, right?
How did you? Hey, what's that?
That's lost time. And then there's time that flies.
Whoa.
Together time. The best kind. It can make memories that last forever.
I wish my family could understand.
Here, sometimes people just need a little reminder.
Ma'am, where are you?
Time to go, Sam.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Cats took me to a time shop. What? Have so many clocks and
I have to go.
cuckoos, lost time and time that flies, and all kinds of time. And here, the kinds you give.
What is this? Okay, everybody. There we go.
This is actually really fun, but he's done.
We're back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We are live here again as we are. We're at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and the drive-thru is rocking, peppering down the rain. You can go three ways. You can come in here and join us in the lobby. Hello, Dia Smith. Hello, Jerry and Carolyn Bruce. Thanks for watching. You can go to the two-lane drive-thru here in Elizabethton, or get on your phone, go to the App Store, go Chick-fil-A 1, and put that on your phone, and you can come in and order it. They'll take it out to the curb for you, bring it right out to you. Or you can come in and pick it up, but they'll have it ready for you. And what's really cool, every table's got a number on it. If you call in and say, you know, I want to sit at, you won't sit at this one, you want to sit at table number 22, case in point, you can order your food and they'll have it ready, and you can walk in and sit down on table 22, and they'll be sitting there when you come in. That's customer service, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Yep.
How are you, by the way?
Good. Good.
My buddy Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals Gift Shop. Appreciate her coming in.
When we went to our daughter's wedding in something Springs, Texas, it was in Hill Country. We went to the Chick-fil-A there, and a robot waited on us.
A robot?
A robot.
Waited?
They brought it to your table. And a lady switched tables with us because she needed more room, and it got confused.
Confused the robot.
We confused the robot. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hopefully we won't get that. So.
We've got something really cool over here, show and tell. Yep.
Yep.
So she's at Sycamore Shoals State Park Gift Shop, which is right up the street. What was the April numbers?
Oh, we were over 20,000. It was like 22,000, something like that.
22,000.
Yep.
Clicking
That's
the
just
turnstiles.
cars. That's just cars. Forget the people.
That's just 22,000 cars?
There's like usually average 2 to 3 people in each car.
Yeah.
So, woo.
So I didn't realize the numbers you give me are car numbers,
Yes.
car count.
Yeah, car count.
22,000 cars went through Sycamore Shoals in the month of April, which is right up the street here. I keep pointing, but it's right up the road here. So anyway, we got things going on in May. What's happening?
We got next weekend is the spring muster at Fort Watauga. Saturday it'll be from 10 till 4, and then Sunday 10 till 3. You'll step back into the 18th century, and there will be reenactors living all in and around the fort, doing all kinds of things they would have done in the 18th century, as well as some militia drills and things like that.
Is that what a muster is?
Muster is just when a bunch of people get together and
hang out.
Yeah, they hang out.
Yeah.
They hang out.
So the muster's coming up when?
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Saturday,
Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm going to work Saturday to help the new girl out.
And then the next event is what? Did you
Okay,
say?
then never forget Memorial Day concert. This is an amazing event. It's free as well. It's going to be Monday night, May 26th, Memorial Day at 6 p.m. Johnson City Community Concert Band will be there playing all kinds of Memorial Day numbers, and then they have a really touching, tear-jerking little program they put on as well. So it's packed. It's happened. This is the third year, and it's been packed every year. People standing. It's so packed.
Oh, really?
Yes, and so they fill that whole amphitheater and stand as well.
That is awesome.
I
That's coming
know.
up. When is it? What's the date again?
Monday night.
It's a week from tonight.
No, May 26th.
May 20, 2
Yep.
weeks. 2 weeks
Yep,
from tonight.
2 weeks
Okay.
from tonight.
Okay.
The first time they did it, they had Josh Smith as the speaker. He read some things while they played music in the background. You should talk to him about
doing
doing
it?
something like
I'd
that.
love to do it.
Talk to Chad.
I'd love to do it.
Yeah, talk to Chad. Last year they just respected they memorialized every single war that's happened here in the United States since, well, even not in the United States, since we've been involved in, since Revolutionary War. And a gentleman would come out dressed in that attire.
I'd love to do
and they
that.
would tell how many people had died in that war.
Sign me up. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right. And then the next big thing, Liberty.
Liberty celebration.
Liberty. That's why I brought this stuff.
The official outdoor drama of the state of Tennessee.
Yes. We have over 100 in the cast this year.
Really?
Yes.
Which is up, isn't it?
That's up.
Awesome. Good job.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that a little bit closer because it'll be, well, in a couple of weeks it'll start, won't it?
Yeah, we're rehearsing. Okay, this is for a child, but this is a powder horn.
She brings the coolest stuff.
They would keep their black powder in this. I took black powder training just recently.
You took black powder training?
Last
Okay,
Monday. That's why I couldn't come last Monday.
So I'll play. What do you learn in black powder training?
You learn the ins and outs of how to store it, how to keep it so that you're not illegal at your park. It's kind of dangerous. Yeah. And how to shoot the weapons, that type of thing. The different weapons they use black powder for. So this is this is a child's black powder horn. They would have kept their black powder in that. Their stoppers in the end.
$16.95.
And this is the adult. It's $29.95.
Okay, there's that.
It's
I'll be
quite
your
a
Vanna.
bit bigger.
I'll be your Vanna. There's
Okay,
the
Vanna.
adult powder horn.
All right,
There you
and I brought mostly women's clothing, but this is both. These are the stockings they would have worn underneath whatever they're wearing, including the gentlemen. They would have worn these, and they would stick out from their breeches. That's what their
These are
pants
for the
were
ladies,
called.
right?
No, these are for men and women.
These guys wear these too?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they wear.
Okay.
So we've got the Delp stockings. Those of you looking for stockings, you reenactors.
And these go for $16.
Mm-hmm.
Marie May's coming up, folks. The world debut on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. She's coming up here in just a few minutes. So these are $16 too. So these are one size fit all.
They're larges, but they pretty well fit everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, except tiny people.
So these would fit me.
They might.
'Cause
Yeah. We did have some that were lycra, and they would fit anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, if
So
you're looking for
we're out of those.
stockings for your breeches, there they are.
Breeches.
Okay. All right.
Okay. For the men, we've got the tricorn hat. They call it tricorn because there's 3 corners to it.
And these go for $14.95. So you sell a lot of these, don't you?
We do. Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Tricorn hat.
All right, we're going to go to the women's clothing now, and then we'll be done.
Okay. All right.
This is the gathered cap. It was pretty. That's what most people wore. The gathered cap.
The
women,
gathered cap. All
out
right.
in public, anyway.
So these are for sale. Now you.
Yeah.
Seriously, you sell these. You sell a
Yes,
lot of these.
yes.
So people think, wow, who would wear these? But people wear these all the time.
And a lady that makes the clothing for Liberty and is head over the costume department makes this. So
Really?
for our gift shop.
These retail for $35.
Those are probably
They're
the
called
most
a gathered cap.
gathered cap for
Okay.
the women.
Interrupted you. Said these are probably one of the what?
I start. That's okay. I took it back.
Oh.
These are the scarves you would wear around your necks. Women.
Awesome. Also
Okay.
coming up a little later on, we got the athletic director from Elizabethton High School coming by, but we'll have a new sponsor coming on next. We're excited. So
She didn't make those.
so where do I wear these? Around my neck?
Around your neck.
Okay.
Yeah, modesty cloth.
A modesty cloth.
Kerchief, handkerchief. Yeah.
Scarf.
Yep.
And these retail for $15.95.
Mm-hmm.
Do guys wear these or just girls?
No,
This
just
is all girl
mostly the
stuff?
women. The
Okay.
guys would wear solid color ones.
Okay.
And,
All right.
and it's collected sweat mostly.
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
liked that.
It's hot.
This is called a pinner apron. It's an apron, but it has like a top on it that would go up on the chest, and you would pin it.
Okay.
So that's why it's called a pinner
Just
apron.
don't embarrass me. Just
Pinner
describe
apron.
it. Don't
Well,
start
it's to keep
sticking in
the-
places, please.
it's
Thank
to
you. Thank you.
keep
That's right.
if you're cooking, you want to keep all that junk off of your outfit.
You cook a lot? You a cooker?
No, we mostly grill, and I add stuff to it. Randy's a good griller.
Is he coming today, by the way?
No, he's got a meeting right now.
Got a meeting.
Yeah.
All right. So this goes for $32.
And it's a pinner apron.
Pinner apron.
The women reenactors will know what that is.
Okay.
This is a skirt, but it's called what? And we've got a blue one left and the green one left in the shop, but it's If you want to get technical, it's called a petticoat, but it's a skirt.
$40.
Drawstring, so anybody could wear this.
$40 for the petticoat.
Yep,
Okay.
and we are comparable or a little bit better than James Townsend or any of those places that sell this online. And the last thing is the short gown. That's just the top that the women would wear.
I'm going to assume this is a summertime outfit for the ladies,
Well,
right?
you wear a chemise underneath it. You wear like a big petticoat underneath it.
A chemise?
Chemise. So
Okay.
when we're doing Liberty, we've got like 3 layers of clothing on during the summer.
So it's hot, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, we sweat and then we go home, take a shower, wash your clothes, do it again.
Hello, Linda Birchfield. How you doing? Thanks for watching, ladies. So
We've got these available in the gift shop, and so if any reenactors need new stuff or more stuff, we got it. A few things left. We've sold a lot, so
have you really?
we have. We sold all our haversacks and all of our pockets, and
Well,
only have 1 cap left.
The Liberty Celebration is the official outdoor drama of the state of Tennessee. Over 100 cast members. It's a very critical and pivotal part of our country's beginnings. The Sycamore Shoals, and you want to tell them real quick a thumbnail about what it's all about, the Liberty?
Sure. We go over 4 major events. We cover people coming across the mountains and down from Virginia, North Carolina, settling, first settlers in East Tennessee, and how they came up with their own form of government, as well as rules and regulations to live by. That was even before the Declaration or anything else. So they did that. We cover the big attack by the Cherokee on Fort Watauga. We cover the Transylvania Purchase, largest land deal up to even this day in the United States. And that was between the Cherokee and the settlers. And then we cover Kings Mountain, what happened at Kings Mountain. That was a pivotal battle in the Revolutionary War.
That's all covered in the Liberty, and it's every weekend in June, right?
That's right.
Yep. All right. Get you. You've already had some lunch,
Yep.
so.
I'm taking what's left with me. I got to get back and let Faith go to lunch.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, dear. I'll see you
That's all
next
right.
week.
It was great.
Yes.
You
thank
have
you,
a
as
good
always.
week.
You too, dear.
All right. See you later.
Quick break. Be right back. Brand new sponsor joins us next from Johnson City. She's in the house. Marie, she'll join us next on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jeweler's Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
Every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is?
JewelersBench10.com.
The hours you're open are?
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
All right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jeweler's Bench, proud sponsor of the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Brand new sponsor. We squeezed room in for them because we don't have much room to have. Hello, Kathy Lyles in Hampton. Angie Wilhoit in Bristol. How you doing, lady? She is from Wilhoit Manor, where they have 3 cement ponds. Got a big 40-acre spread out in Piney Flats, her and her hub. 3 cement ponds. They got a dog park, a 18-hole golf course, 40-some acres. It's like big-time stuff. Wilhoit Manor is what we call it. So her husband will kill me, but that's okay. So, hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm glad you're here. It's awesome. Yes, brand new sponsor. And so we met last week and got them signed up, ready to go. And so Weight Loss Success. This is a really cool place. It's been at it for 20 years. So it's not like a fly-by-night operation in any way, shape, or form. It is not. Been at it for 20 years. And again, this is a really good time. Folks are always wanting to lose weight, more so this time of year maybe than others going into the summer.
Going into the summer, getting ready for wedding season, getting ready for cruises.
Yep.
You name it, whatever events are coming up, got to get ready.
Sure. Class reunions.
Yes.
Weddings, as you said, going on a cruise, want to look good on the cruise, or just
Yes.
because, or
Revenge body.
a what?
Revenge body.
A revenge body.
Yes.
What is a revenge body?
Well, say if you've been in a bad relationship and things have gone the other way and you are ready to work on yourself and look good and feel good.
It's called I'll Show Him.
Yes.
Or I'll Show Her.
Yeah.
Look what you lost.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
So that's what they do. They do it well. Weight Loss Success. They go by appointments or walk-ins are welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So physically located again in North Johnson City, right beside, in between Cafe 111 and Greg's Pizza. So if you know where Target's at, right up top of the hill, Target, the parking lot there, it is, that little strip shopping center. So it's called Medically Supervised Weight Loss. So for folks out there going, okay, what's this all about? Please tell us what's going on.
Absolutely. All you have to do is just come on in and see us. If you have any questions, you can call ahead of time, or you can just come in. It is free for consultation. We would be more than happy to just sit down and go over different things with you. We understand that everybody's body's different, so what works for one person might work different for someone else, and we'll try to help you out the best way we can.
Yep. Medically overseen by medical doctors. Tell us about that, because every move, I mean, everything's under the radar and should be under the microscope.
Yes, since we're medically overseen, we offer medications that have a prescription, so we keep a physician assistant on staff during all of our clinic hours. So if you have anything in your medical background that you're not sure about, if you don't think it's safe, she and he are there to make sure everything is done safely and appropriately.
Every time you go in, you got to be seen by a doctor. That's just standard procedure, right?
Right.
So it's all good, folks. You can't be in business in a weight loss facility for 20 years and not be doing it right, and they do it right. You've helped people in over 6 states. When I met you last week, so we even had people come in from Murfreesboro, West Virginia, North Carolina, coming into the facility in North Johnson City. Because it works. You have successes, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So you have several weight loss programs to choose from. It's not just one. So give us some of the options.
Right. We offer Phentermine, which is an appetite suppressant, tablet capsule. If you're not interested in a prescription medication, we also offer vitamin supplements like B vitamin injections. And we also offer the current very popular GLP injections as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, you told me when I met you, you guys do Mega Burn injections. What is that?
Yes, Mega Burn injections. That is a cocktail combination of different B vitamins with vitamin C, some L-carnitine. So they last about a week in your system. Good for everybody and anybody. If you are feeling like you are just kind of just blah, like you need a pep, a pick-me-up, they're good for that. For weight loss, they are great to help to boost your metabolism. Help to burn fat, make you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello to Wendy Gibbons. That's a brand new name. Thanks for watching the show. Hello, Baker. How you doing, lady? Well, thank you for watching. We're live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we're talking to a new sponsor. Marie's with us from Weight Loss Success in Johnson City. By the way, the phone number is 282-9990. The Mega Burn injection is full of 13 different ingredients to help you lose weight, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's all above board, of course. We keep going back to saying that. So this is not like we just opened it up. Y'all been there for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So let's see. There's something else I wanted to ask you, because I went into they got a crash course on the weight loss. There it is. Phentermine. Did I say it right?
Phentermine.
Phentermine.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Phentermine. That is one of our bigger sellers. It's by prescription. But the way that it works is that it helps to suppress your appetite and can keep you from feeling as hungry. But also during your consultation, we will go over diet, water, exercise to go along with that. to help you to get to your goal weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we set a goal, obviously. If I come in and I'm going to be different than that guy sitting over there, and those other ladies over there, my goal will be different based because I'm built different than they are, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we sit down and go, okay, what is your goal? What do you want to accomplish?
Yes.
And I guess the other question, how fast you want to get there, right?
Right. Yep.
So I'm okay losing a couple of pounds over 2 years, or I want to be, I want to be slim and trim in 6 months. So,
right.
And you develop a plan?
Yes.
So,
yes. Everybody's different.
Sure. It's really neat. And so I walked in and sat down and thought, wow, this is fascinating for me. The vitamin B12, you told me more energy you have, the more fat you'll burn on the move.
Yes.
So you guys help with vitamin B12 too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we automatically think, or I did, maybe it's been stereotyped that it's just women, and there is a lot of ladies, but guys come in too, don't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Men struggle just as well, and yeah, if you are a man and you feel like it's just women, it's not. I mean, if you need help, come see us. We'd love to see you.
Yep. And it's a free consultation. That's first and foremost. Come in the first time visit. Just go sit down and talk to you.
Yeah.
And I guess tell me what you want to do and where you want to go and how fast you want to get there.
Yep. And if you decide that this is not for you, you don't have to pay a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're the manager. What's the coolest part of this job for Marie May?
Making people feel good. Yeah. It's usually, if you want to lose weight and you start to lose weight, you start to feel better. Once you start to feel better, your whole attitude changes.
Sure, absolutely. It's almost like the butterfly in the cocoon. You come in, you see them here, you get them right here when they come in, and then you get them over here, and you see them walk out the door. They're losing weight. They're feeling more confident about themselves.
Yes, and a lot of folks also will. If they're on like a certain medication for blood pressure or diabetes, once you start to lose weight, some folks can come off of those medications. Yeah,
it's kind of
awesome.
What's the word I want to use? A domino effect.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So you can go back in and check with your doctor, and it may help you get off some of the stuff that you're dealing with right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's no negatives. It's all win-win. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling better about yourself, losing weight, and medically may get you off of some of the things you're taking right now. Can't go wrong. For a free consultation, 282-9990 is the number to call. You can walk in or make an appointment. It's that simple. So step me through here in closing. I come in, I walk in, I go, okay, Marie, help me. I need some help. What would you do? Take me through the first visit.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have you fill out some health history so we can just get a background on you. And then, of course, our physician assistant will look over your health history, see what is safe for you, and we will go over those options with you. We'll take you back to a room. We'll get your weight. We'll check your blood pressure. We will go over what we have, answer any questions you might have, and then just kind of go from there. If you want to get started that day on a product or a medication, we can get you started that day.
Same day?
Yes, sir.
It's awesome. And then typically you come back how often?
We have some folks that we see weekly.
Weekly? Yeah.
We have some folks that we see monthly. We have some folks that we see every 6 months.
Yeah. Again, it all goes back to personal preference. What do you want to do?
Yes.
And how much you want to lose and how fast you want to get there.
Yes.
The phone number again is 282-9990. It's located in Johnson City, right there between Greg's Pizza and Cafe 111. And again, as you know, Target, if you know where it's at, it's right at the top of the parking lot. It's a Mexican place now. It used to be O'Charlie's. It's something I saw the other day when I was there. Don something.
Yeah.
Mexican place. So that's right there where it's at. Or you're a couple of doors down from the bowling alley. A lot of people know where the bowling alley is.
Oh, yeah.
So it's right there. Very easy to find. Easy in, easy out. And again, it's 282-9990. You have a staff of how many folks?
We've got 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
3, 4?
Yeah.
4 folks. So there you go. So, and there's privacy involved too. So when you come in there, they have doors. You sit down, and there's privacy involved. So not everybody knows your biz.
Yep.
And I like that,
yes.
and they like that too. They appreciate that too, don't they?
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
This is a personal thing. I want to lose weight, and so we come in and sit down and we talk and get it going, and you can start on that same day. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell me? If I left out anything about what's going on?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. We just finished having a Mother's Day giveaway on our Facebook, and probably getting ready to prepare for a Father's Day giveaway on our Facebook page.
Yeah, social media, just go to Facebook and look up Weight Loss Success, right?
Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Now, you've never done this before. Is it okay? You all right with it?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You'll come back again?
Yeah.
See, I told you could do it. She said, well, yeah, we're getting ready to go shoot a commercial tonight. So she's going to be on the commercial, too. We're getting ready to do one of those. So it's very good, folks. I didn't know anything about it when I walked in the door, and so it's intriguing to me. And I would think it's a feel-good for you and the staff because, as you said, you come in somebody that's overweight, down in the dumps, don't feel, have a poor self-esteem, and you help them get through it and make the change and walk out probably a totally different person.
Yeah, absolutely.
If your
Yes.
self-esteem's up, morale's up, and so why would you not? 282, and the first thing is a free consultation. And like you said, she said you don't like, after you sit down and talk to her, you don't want to be here. I bet you there's very few of those happen to do it.
It's rare.
Very rare, I would think so. Because they're in there for a reason. They want to get helped. And they do it. They do a great job. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks again.
Thank you.
She's a dandy. Get you some lunch. Weight Loss Success, Marie May from Johnson City. Phone number is 282-9990. Call and ask any questions you need to ask about her and what's going on. And then also, if you just want to walk in, you can. Or you want to make an appointment, you can do that too. We'll do a quick break, come back, take a look at Major League Baseball. Evan Carter, Texas Rangers, Elizabeth, the boy, home run Saturday against Detroit, and then hit an RBI yesterday against Detroit. Against Detroit, and they go back home, take on Colorado. So Evan Carter from Elizabeth, the starting center fielder for the Texas Rangers. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Senator Creighton, you're one of our great sponsors. Christmas Club savings account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bemycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way, when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club savings account for Christmas 2024?
Yes.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, it is hopping in here as you expect it would be. It's lunchtime at Chick-fil-A. Well, I mean, what else would you expect to be busy? And it is. We love it. So we're here in Elizabethton. Tomorrow will be at Phil's Dream Pit. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue will be there. Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. God bless you. Thank you, dear. Thursday will be at the Jewelers Bench, right down the street, the only full-time jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County, getting ready for graduation and Father's Day. And then we'll come right back and we'll bring you Friday show from Food City. All right, Major League Baseball, the Colorado Rockies made a change. Why would they not? They're off to a dismal start, to say the least. 6-33, the Rockies fired the manager, Bud Black. And so a record of 544 wins and 690 defeats. He's gone. And so fired again. Hello, Kristen Brock. How you doing, lady? And so the Rockies looking for a manager. In fact, they're going to bring up third base coach Warren Schaefer. He will manage the team to the end of the current season. So they're not going to bring him up, going to move him up, I should say. And so Warren Schaefer, the new manager, the interim manager for the Colorado Rockies, they're a terrible baseball team, to say the least. So they are right now, to accent the point, the Rockies are 7-33. They are 19.5 games out of first. They are 5-16 at home and 2-17 on the road. That's how bad they are. God, that's bad. All right, the schedule today. Who plays where? They're on to the lights tonight. Milwaukee and Cleveland. That'll be a pretty good series. Cleveland leading. Let's see. Cleveland is trailing in the Central by 2.5 to the Detroit Tigers. Milwaukee, where they at in the Central? They're 3 back. The Cubs in the NL Central. Pretty good game right there, or a good series. Probably one of the best out there will be the Cardinals, who've won 8 in a row, and the Phillies have won 2 in a row. And 7 out of 10 to open up a series tonight in Philadelphia. The Cardinals and the Phillies. Washington will be in Atlanta to battle the Braves. Pirates will be in New York to take on the Mets. The Cubs host Miami. Colorado, as you mentioned, will be in Texas to battle Evan Carter and the Texas Rangers. Kansas City will be at Houston. The Yankees in Seattle. That's a good matchup. 2 front runners. The Yankees lead the East, and the Mariners lead the West, so they'll play each other in Seattle starting tonight. The Angels will be in San Diego, and Arizona at San Francisco. That's interesting in that Arizona is 6 games back of first place in the Dodgers, and the Giants are 3 back. So that's a interdivisional matchup. Should be interesting, to say the least. So you look at the American League. The Yankees lead the Red Sox by 2, the Blue Jays by 3. In the Central, Detroit with a 2.5 game lead over both Cleveland and Kansas City. Royals are red hot. They've won 7 out of 10. The Twins have won 8 in a row. They and the Cardinals are the 2 hottest teams in baseball, Minnesota and St. Louis. And so the Twins have won 8 straight. They've closed the gap. They're only 5 games out in the Central. So, again, it's the Yankees by 2 over Boston, 3 over Toronto in the East. In the Central, Detroit leads Cleveland by 2.5 and the Royals by 2.5. In the American League West, the Mariners lead the Astros by 2 and the Athletics by 2. The Rangers, they've won 2 in a row. They're just 3 games back, and so again, Evan Carter, the center fielder, getting a lot of playing time, as well he should, because he's getting it done for him. That's all in the American League. In the National League, the Mets lead the Phillies by 1.5 games. Phillies won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10. So, again, they will host the Cardinals starting tonight. St. Louis in the Central have won 8 in a row, 8 out of 10. That's going to be a really good series. The Phillies are coming on. The Braves, they're kind of lumbering around a little bit, 19-21. They are 6.5 outs. There's a big gap between the Phillies, 1.5 games back of the Mets, and the Braves are 5 full games behind the Phillies now in the East. In the Central, the Cubs lead the Cardinals by 1, the Brewers by 3, and the Reds by 3.5. In the West, the Dodgers, 1 game better than the Padres and 3 games better than the Giants in the National League West. That's your standings heading into the week. Again, in Major League Baseball. Again, the Rockies firing their manager, and again, hiring or promoting Warren Schaefer from third base to be the new manager in the absence of the fired Bud Black. All right, let's take a look at the National Hockey League. Last night or yesterday, Winnipeg skates. Dallas skates past Winnipeg 5-2. Dallas leads the series 2-1. Florida shuts out the Maple Leafs 2-0. That series now tied 2 apiece. Tonight on the ice in the National Hockey League, Washington will be at Carolina. Carolina leads that series 2-1, and Edmonton, leading the series 2-1, will host the Vegas Knights tonight. So that's your National Hockey League for this Monday, May the 12th. Then you get into the NBA. See what's going on there. The NBA, there's some NASCAR we'll go through here in a minute. Let's take a look at the NBA. We also got Southeastern Conference softball and baseball to take a look at. Okay, here it is over here. So, yesterday, the number one seed in the East is on the brink of elimination. The Indiana Pacers blew out the Cavaliers 129-109, beat them by 20 on Sunday to take a 3-1 lead in the second-round playoff series. Cavs won 64 games in the regular season, now on the brink of being knocked out. So this has been a close series. Indiana's won by 9. They've won by 1. They've won by 20. The Cavaliers won by 22. Next game's tomorrow night, the Cavaliers and the Pacers. And again, trying to avoid elimination are the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're down 3-1. So now this other series, I don't get it. I'm just going to tell you, I just don't get it. So it doesn't just doesn't make sense to me. The Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nuggets won the first game by 2. Thunder wins the next game by 43. Nuggets win the next one by 9 in overtime. Thunder wins yesterday's game by 5. So you go from a game 2 where you score 149 points. These are the same two teams. Hello, Michelle Tucker. How you doing, lady? So you score 149 points. You beat the team by 43 in game 2. Then you come back in game 4 and you score 92 points to the Thunder and hold the Nuggets to 87. So there's a difference from game 2, 149 to 92. You can do the math. There's a 57-point spread differential from game 2 to game 4 in an NBA playoff game. What are you saying, Tom? I'm not sure what I'm saying, but it doesn't make any sense to me. We'll play tomorrow night, the Thunder and the Nuggets. That series tied 2 games apiece. So who's had it tonight? I would think the Knicks and the Celtics are at it tonight. Pretty sure they are. The Knicks and the Celtics, they are. And Golden State and Minnesota are at it again tonight, too. So will Steph Curry play? He will not. He's not going to be in action. So, hey, we're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. So the SEC baseball, but we're going to talk about the NCAA softball tournament. The regionals are ready to go here. So you have the regionals and get into the super regionals. So let's start with the regionals. That'll be the first thing out. 64 teams across the country are going to be in the softball regionals for college softball. So Oklahoma's won the last 4 NCAA softball titles. That may be in jeopardy. There's a lot of parity this year in the NCAA softball. That is good. Very good. So let's take a look. Knoxville, of course, Tennessee hosting one of the regionals this weekend. It starts on the 16th, which would be Friday, and it's double elimination, 4 teams in each region. The regions will be College Station, Norman, Oklahoma, Gainesville, Florida, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Tallahassee, Austin, Texas, Columbia, South Carolina, L.A., Baton Rouge, Clemson, Lubbock, Texas, Tucson, and Durham, Tuscaloosa, and Eugene. That's where all the regionals are going to be. In Knoxville, the 4 teams are, of course, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio State, and Miami of Ohio. So it's interesting. The Tennessee Volunteers have played Ohio State now twice, potentially could play them 3 different times now in 3 different sports. They played them in football. They played them in the Lady Vols, played them in basketball. And there's a chance, if the bracketing goes away, they think they may play them again in softball. So Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio State, and Miami of Ohio are the 4 teams. You're supposed to bring me a Dreamsicle milkshake. So, I see Baker last week. Saw her at the scholarship signing. Is that right? I think that's when I saw you. Come here in her pastel blue outfit, smiling, sat behind us in the scholarship signing. But her suggestion was to bring a Dreamsicle milkshake. She brought one once before. It was really good. All right, Knoxville Lady Vols softball hosting North Carolina, Ohio State, and Miami of Ohio coming up starting on Friday. And those winners will move on to the Super Regionals. Will play a best of 3. And from there, they'll go on into the College World Series in Oklahoma City. So that's what you've got in softball. It all starts on Friday across North America at all those different regional sites. All right, so the SEC baseball has gotten jumbled up pretty quick. The number 1 team of the Texas Longhorns are 20-7 in the Southeastern Conference. Arkansas second, LSU third, Georgia fourth. Then comes Auburn, Vanderbilt, Alabama, and Tennessee down to number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth, the defending national champs. They are 15-12 and 39-13. Watched the end of the game yesterday against Vanderbilt, and it got a little interesting at the end. They always think it's a little dicey. I don't know what dicey means. It's a confusing term for me. I mean, there's finger pointing, getting ready to get after it, crank it up, get a little dicey. And chippy, I always hear that word chippy. What is it? I mean, being from West Virginia, we didn't chip anything. It's either full-blown, it's on, or there's just a lot of talking and finger pointing and ain't much going on. So I always remember my dad told me, he said, the guy that never says anything to you, pay attention to him. The one that always says, I'm going to whip you, and I'm going to dump you, and I'm going to thrash you, and the one's doing all the talking, it's like, okay, whatever. I mean, he could unload on you. But the guy doesn't say anything and just comes up and drills you. That's when you got to worry about. So anyway, it got a little finger point yesterday. Of course, the coaches got in between the players, and somebody said something that somebody else took exception to. And so Vanderbilt beat Tennessee again yesterday, 7-5. So the Volunteers are kind of in a mini tailspin. Again, they're 15-12 in the league and 39-13 overall. This is the final week of the regular season. So where does Texas play? The number 1 team will be at Oklahoma. So that'll be Tennessee goes to Arkansas. The number 2 team in the league. Arkansas's 18-9 and 41-11 on the season. Texas A&M plays at Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. LSU, the third-place team, goes to South Carolina for the weekend coming up. Mississippi State will be in Missouri. Kentucky, the Wildcats will play Vanderbilt. You've got Auburn at Ole Miss, Texas at Oklahoma, and as we said, Tennessee at Arkansas. So that's your final week of the SEC in college baseball. And, of course, you'll start then the SEC tournament coming up in a couple of weeks in Hoover, Alabama. So top 4 seeds will receive that coveted double bye to the quarterfinals. So if you're trying to get one of those top 4 spots right now, it'd be Texas, Arkansas, LSU, and Georgia are the teams right now, those top 4. And they'll be the top 4 seeds getting a double bye to the quarterfinals, which is a big, big shot in the arm. You have to go through the process that the other schools will go to. So if you can get that top 4, let's say we're right now Texas, Arkansas, LSU, and Georgia, then you will avoid a lot of the competition and punch your ticket automatically to the quarterfinals of the SEC baseball tournament. We're here live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We want to show you one of our great sponsors and let you see what they offer. And that will be the folks, let's see, we've not had them on. Yeah, there she is. From Duck Crossing on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to Misty Counts, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Duck Crossing? Why should we come here and shop?
Well, we have 3 floors of merchandise with over 50 different vendors, a good wide variety of items. 70%, I would say, is vintage, which is over 25 years or more. We do have, of course, a lot of antiques, which are over 100 years. Clean, organized, right smack dab in the middle of downtown Elizabethton. We have 2 other stores right beside of us, so it's a great afternoon. You can hit all 3 of we're all 3 good quality antique stores.
Hours are open?
We're open from 11 to 5:30 on Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on Saturdays.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton and Instagram at Duck Crossing Antiques.
And the phone number to call and find out more.
423-518-1858.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dooley Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy, buy it in downtown Elizabethton at Duck Crossing. One of our great sponsors here of the Tom Dooley Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
And back at the Tom Dooley Sports, you look who stopped by. Our buddy Nick Miller, Assistant Athletic Director from Elizabethton High School. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Always wonderful to be here with you.
Absolutely. Goes both ways. So, tough way to go out. Our baseball team got beat 6-0 and 6-4 to Greenville and to Unicoi County to end the season. But a good run by the first-year coach. A lot of thrills, a lot of spills, and a lot of the guys coming back next year lose sixth-grade seniors. But tough way to go out, but, give props to Greenville, give props to Unicoi County. They came in on our field and beat us. So that was their goal, and they did it. So wish it didn't go that way, but it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. And, it's something to build off of, especially, first-year head coach. He's really helped these guys grow this year.
Oh, absolutely. No question. So we're losing 6 of them. Let's see. See if I can do this from memory. Logan Campbell going to King. Braden Buckles going to Milligan. Bryson Rowland going to Carson Newman. Bugs Meadows going to Ball State. Our other 2 seniors are Carson Atkinson, who still may sign somewhere, and Mr. Malo.
Yes, sir.
So there's 6 of them. So great nucleus coming back next year. So we're down to, hello, Kathy Campbell. How you doing, lady? We got to get you on, talking about the Bonnie Kate. Want to get her on. She's a sweetheart. Need to get her on the show sooner than later. Kathy Campbell's a dandy. You know Kathy Campbell?
I do not.
Oh, they don't get any better than Kathy Campbell. She's awesome.
Sounds like I need to.
Yes, she is a great lady. So we got, how many? 8 going track and field state?
Yeah. 8.
Sectional or state?
State. So they competed in sectionals last weekend, and 8 students advanced. So it's going to be an exciting week of track for Elizabethton.
You got them?
Yeah.
Let it rip.
So Camden Garland, she's actually heading down there earlier than everybody else because she's going to be competing in the pentathlon.
Whoa.
So that's during the week. But she'll also be competing in the triple jump this next weekend. Vela Nave, she'll be competing in the 3,200 meter run as well as the 1,600 meter run. She's broke a record about every time she's ran this season. Leona Nave, she'll be going for discus. Jamira Smalls for shot put, as well as Ava Rogers, she's going for shot put. And then Cheyenne Everett, she'll be there for the 400 meter dash. And then we've got 2 boys that are going to state, both for discus. That's Diesel Russell and Landry Buckles.
That's awesome. So out of the 8, 6 are ladies going down.
Oh, yeah.
So the pentathlon, what is that, 6 events, 8 events? I can't remember.
5.
5 events. You know what they are off the top of your head?
I do not.
I do not either. So I know you got to be very talented to compete in them. There's running and jumping. I know that. I know it sounds goofy, but I know the pentathlon. In fact, let's see. Let me see this right. I'm going to let you look it up on your phone. What comprises a pentathlon? There's 5 events. There's a sprint. There's a distance run of sorts.
Nope.
You got it?
Hold on.
Because I'm curious now. So, Miss Garland's going down. Her mom was one of the coaches, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
it's going to be, well,
the magic of cell phones. Used to be, I'll go home and look in the encyclopedia and I'll tell you tomorrow. Not anymore. It's instant information. The pentathlon would be what?
so it'll be your 100-meter hurdles,
100-meter hurdles,
shot put, high jump, long jump, and 800-meter.
800-meter. So the sprint is 100. The distance is 800 or half mile. Then in between you do hurdles. You did the hurdles. You're doing shot put, long jump, high jump.
Yeah.
Pentathlon. Miss Garland's going to do that.
Yes.
Yep. So, and the other kids are who now again? Small's going for shot put. Ava Rogers going for shot put.
Leona Nave going for discus. Bella Nave for the long distance runs. And then Cheyenne Everett, she'll be going for the 400, I believe.
That's awesome. It's the kids from Elizabethton High School. By the way, graduation Friday night. We are streaming it here, starting at 7:30. It's supposed to be in the football stadium. Weather's a little iffy right now. If they have to, they'll put it in the gym, which is okay. We were in the gym last year and went good. It is what it is. We ain't God. If it rains, it rains. So I can assure you from last year, they'll be much happier if they go inside where it's dry and sit out there and be soaking wet in aluminum bleachers and all these mamas and grandmamas coming with them dresses on and corsages, or as Gomer Powell said, corsages, and getting out there getting soaking wet. So you don't want that.
No.
So, but either way, there's going to be graduation, and either way, we're going to stream it Friday night, starting at 7:30. The class of 2025. You remember what year did you graduate?
2019.
2019. I can still see him going in there. Him and Carter got my picture taken with him. Starting center, starting quarterback in the football team that year. So, I've never asked you what was a big memory for you. I guess your senior year, or just your football career as a center for the Cyclone football team. What was a big game or big memory for you?
I'd say probably the win against Science Hill my senior year. You know, hadn't been done in I think 8 years, something like that. So that one felt good.
We talk about Bryson Rollins, and we should. And we talk about, of course, we got him over there now, Rhett Slagle, and we should. But I'm telling you, the foundation was laid by a guy named, well, even before him, but certainly Carter Everett. Guy had 80-some touchdown passes in his career. He could sling it. He's the quarterback coach now at Dobbins Minute. He can sling it. Probably still can, I guess. I'm sure he can get out there still slinging. Somewhat. Getting old now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Get long in the tooth. He'll kill you. They're buddies. Weren't you in his wedding?
I was.
Yeah. Were you his best man?
I wasn't. Corey was.
Corey Russell was? So he can rag on him, and he does. But seriously, Carter Everett could, he could throw it. He could play. And big, tall. He could tuck and run. He's hard to bring down. He's, 6'5"? Big old boy.
He likes to say 6'6", but
always.
It's like he gets taller every time he tells somebody.
It's like a fishing story.
Yeah.
Every time we talk, he gets taller. Anyway, he's a heck of a quarterback, and so that's who we're referencing, and Carter's a great guy. And so I remember when they graduated, and I got my picture taken with the center. They had their cap and gowns on the center, and the quarterback and me there in the middle of the gym for the picture. I treasure that. They're good guys. This is a good guy, too. So, gosh, we're down to track and field. Everything else is done for the year, right?
Everything else is done for the year.
Tennis, softball, boys soccer, and as we said, baseball are done. So the only thing still going, and it'll be this weekend's the state track meet.
Yeah.
So coming down this weekend will be it for everybody. Tomorrow's show we'll try and showcase the other schools and the other kids and the other schools going to the state track and field meet. So you got 8 going in for the Elizabethton Cycle. They're going to. Miss Garland, the pentathlon, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
100 meters, hurdles, 800-yard run, high jump, long jump, shot put.
That's it.
Wow. Now, who did one of our guys did a couple years ago. Was it Teddy?
I believe so.
Gosh, one of our guys did the pentathlon a couple of years back. I want to say it was Teddy Orton. I can't remember that. I'm 99% sure it's Teddy Orton. But anyway, that's hard to do. And it's all in what? In 1 day or 2 days?
It's a 2-day event.
2-day event.
So you got a little bit of time, but it's still.
Yeah. You got to break it up, but you only get 2 days to do all that. against the best in the state. So that's exciting. Hello to David Bacon, and Greta Zukoff. Hope that I got your name right. Baker's watching, Lisa Baker, and our buddy Kathy Campbell. So it's good stuff. So now what do? I know everybody said, well, you can sit back and twiddle your thumbs, whatever. No, probably not.
No.
What's going on now?
Well, we're still going through all the sports physicals. We had sports physical day last Thursday. That went pretty well. And then, just got to start looking forward to next year. So we're working on digital season tickets. Hopefully have that out by the end of the month. And come July, come get those physical tickets.
Yep. You have any days till football kickoff? Because I know this. You want to know it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll tell you. It'll make him nervous, but that's okay. August 22nd is 102 days till kickoff at Science Hill. So we picked up some new opponents this year. That to me is very exciting. We pick up Tennessee. I will play them up there. First 2 games on the road at Science Hill, and then we'll go to the Stone Castle, Tennessee, which is a really cool venue. It was before, but they've done a lot of renovations to it. It's on the National Register of Historic Places in this country. It's a cool venue. A lot of tradition, a lot of history there at the Stone Castle, they call it in Bristol for you out-of-town folks. That's the first 2 games. We'll come back home and play Westridge.
Yeah.
Which is the consolidated school of Sullivan Central, Sullivan South, and Sullivan North, the Wolves. And so they're always competitive. And so that's your first 3 games. Boom, boom, boom. So you want to know the rest of them? You know the rest of the schedule? I got it right here.
Not off the top of my head. I have to look at it.
I look at it every day. So Westridge would go 2 Volunteer, 2 Cherokee, back-to-back trips to Hawkins County, come back home to Northview Academy. That wraps up September. October, we have 4 games in an open date. In October, we go to Granger. Great drive. It'll be in the fall, early fall. Leaves will start turning. Be a great drive down around the lake, down to Granger County. Open date on the October the 10th. Then we have Easton home and Seymour home back-to-back. We'll wrap things up against that team on Thursday the 30th down yonder in Greenville. So there's your schedule. Again, 4 home, 6 on the road. People keep asking me why, and I said, I don't know why. TSSAA, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got involved now. Leave it to them. And so they started doing the regional scheduling. And so some of the teams we played last year, we have to go back and play them on the road, a.k.a. Greenville. But some of the teams we had at home last year, we have them back at home again. So it evens out. Next year after next, we'll be very busy and swamped with 6 home games.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good stuff. Hello, Josh Wallen. How you doing, buddy? So it's here. The fact that summertime's here, so school's out next Friday, half day here in Elizabethton City Schools. We're streaming graduation next Friday night. Now, do you get any time off? Do you disappear any at all?
I get the month of June off, so.
Oh.
So
where are we going?
I'll be turning my cell phone off.
That's it. Road trip. Beach?
I don't know.
Are you a beacher?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I haven't taken a summer trip in a while, so I may stay home and work for the River Riders. Just do a little bit of summer work.
Do a staycation. That's okay too. A lot of times that's where for me now, I'll go like on a 1 day here, 1 day there, and come back.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, because I know people. I remember my dad was going on vacation. He'd come home. It's like, God, I need a couple of days off to rest up from the vacation. Because you go, bam, 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 bam. So sometimes the staycation is better than actually going out somewhere. And you know what Dorothy says in Wizard of Oz, ain't no place like home. So, and there's plenty to do around here. So anyway, either way you do it, you deserve some time off, you and Joe Diaz. So it's been a good year. Started volleyball and football, rolling through to our both basketballs. We had girls soccer in the fall, cross country, golf, boys and girls golf in the fall. Then you went into the winter months. You, of course, had basketball, both basketballs and swimming and wrestling, guys and girls wrestling. Then you finished those out and went into our spring sports, baseball, softball, boys soccer, track and field, and tennis.
Yeah.
So,
lots of activities to do at Elizabethton.
When you sit and think about it and verbalize it, it's like, wow, it's a lot going on. So what's the coolest part of the job? This is your first year being an assistant athletic director. What's the coolest part of the job for you?
I don't know, just seeing the behind the scenes of everything,
Mm-hmm.
So you come to these games and you don't really see what all it takes, and now you're here and it takes a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
So you look at this past school year, and you look at the flood that impacted us, and to the point that we used our high school for kind of a, what would you call it? A relief place, not a relief. What would you call the high school? We used it as a what?
Well, it was used as a command center for
Command
the National
center.
Guard.
Thank you. I knew you'd have the right answer. Command center. And so we had people actually living that had been displaced by the flooding, living in the school for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were sleeping on the floor in the cots and using our shower facilities and the locker rooms because that was their home away from home. It's all they had because their homes got washed away. So you deal with that. You deal with an athletic director change, which is always interesting. So Forrest handed over to Coach P, and Coach P was the athletic director, and he got diagnosed with cancer. So who he is beaten, by the way. And so he's a cancer survivor. He's cancer-free. But he had to step away and brought in Coach Diaz as the interim athletic director. I guess he's no longer interim. He's AD, right?
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah. And then they bring in the big guy, the big hammerhead shark over here, the assistant athletic director, Buddy Nick. So who I will brag on every time I need anything. Down to, and there again, behind the scenes, you don't understand what goes on behind the scenes, but even just getting the lineups and the baseball teams. And so he's down on the field getting them to take a picture and shoot them to me up on my phone so I can have the starting lineups. And so it's the little things behind the scenes. He's very much correct about that you don't always see that. But it takes a lot of things behind the scenes to make these broadcasts happen. And every time I called Nick, I said, man, I need help. Or, hey, I'm going to this school. Can you just make sure I can get in there as far as, and he always calls the other team AD and says, and they say, yeah, come on. So kudos. Where's that bell? Go ahead and hit the bell for yourself right there. There you go. 2 grown men hit the bell. It's kind of geeky, but that's all right. I think the world of this young man. The first person, I've said this 1,000 times, the first person, he's the third person. The first person ever spoke to me, and I came to Elizabeth the football game on the sideline. Coach Whitten invited me to come down and watch him play. So, okay, I wasn't doing any ball games then, and so we're wrapping up our 7th year of Cyclone Sports. So the first guy talked to me on the sideline. I'll never forget this. Hey, I'm Carter Everett. What's your name? I said, I'm Tom Taylor. He said, hello, Mr. Taylor. He's called me Mr. Taylor ever since then. The second guy was Cujo, old long-haired Cujo Coleman back in the day. And the third was this knucklehead came up and said, I'm Nick Miller. I said, that's how he introduced himself. I'm Nick Miller. Like, I'll kill you if you look at me. So it's been a great run. 7 years, just wrapping up our 7th year doing athletics at Elizabethton High School. A lot of great kids, a lot of great coaches, a lot of great memories already. And so, we have the platform for another great athletic year next year. We've got our football team is loaded. Talked to Coach Hurley this morning, the running back coach. We've got the big boy, the train. I call him the J train. Mr. Wallen's back. They squatted 500 and some pounds in the weight room. He's unbelievable. Then you got Cannon back there. I call him the Cannon, CJ Mathis, the human cannon. He runs like he got shot out of a cannon. And who else back there? I've got Callan Reed. He's going to be doing a running back. There's a fourth one, he told me. One of the Wallen boys thinks he'll run a little running back, too. You got Rhett back at quarterback. You've got Bowers back kicking. You got a lot of defensive guys back. So our football team, got some pieces missing, of course, because of graduation. But by and large, we're loaded again this year for football. Volleyball, great job our first year. Who should have been the coach of the year, and he wasn't. It still gets him my crawl, but he'll be back with another good crop of young ladies. It should be a great run in our volleyball program. Swimming, Kelly's got some great swimmers coming back in this year. Let me think what else got in the fall. Got girls soccer. Coach Meyer had a good year last year. Looking for got some more girls come back this year. Another good returning class or group of young ladies. Cross country and golf with Coach Enzer, and cross country with Coach Campbell. I mean, it's good. He's transitioned right into the basketball season with Coach Andrews and Coach Honeycutt, and our buddy, our wrestler guy, Eddie Morrell, who's a hoot. Seasons bleeding is what he calls it. God, he is nuts. I said, what did you say? He said, wrestling is not season's greetings, it's season bleedings. Okay. He likes to, get him down and rub the nose in the mat, and so they're going to be good. And then you go right into the, spring sports. Here we are again a year from now, baseball, softball, boys soccer, track and field, and tennis. So it doesn't really stop. And then through all that, we're getting a facility built. It's going to be primo. I drove by there yesterday, and again, Friday, and the beams are going up even more. You're really starting to kind of take a look at how it's really going to be, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's really starting to come in. It was a concrete slab, and now it's some steel beams are going up, and now they're even more going up. So those guys are getting after it. It's still targeted for what? Start back at some point in school?
End of August.
In August, September, somewhere through there. So, and again, weather like this will hold you up. We're getting some hitches and glitches of weather, but it's up and out of the ground, folks. It's coming. The Ryder Center for Athletic Performance, the RCAP. Again, for those out there going, what's going to be in it? Tell them what's going to be inside of it.
Yeah, so we're going to have a 30 by 30 turf area. We'll have a full-size basketball court with standards for volleyball. And then we'll have I forget the dimensions, but it's going to be a very large weight room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to house not only our student athletes, but all the extracurriculars and gym classes and everything like that. So it's a great opportunity for everybody.
Yep. And not to mention the winningest program in the school right now, the Betsy Band. I mean, they kick butt and take names. I'm telling you, they're awesome. Color Guards won it 4 straight years, the state championship. And our band's been our state champs 3 straight years. So they're going to be, that's another thing getting ready to be, come back out in the fall. So it's kind of on the hold right now. Got on the hold button. We'll hit the reset button probably the 1st of June, middle of June, and gear back up and get ready for a brand new athletic year. So Dead Week is in July again this year, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and again, we throw terms out that you should know, but if you don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you don't because you're out of state watching, Dead Week, the TSSAA, our governing body, the schools here in Tennessee, mandates everybody shuts down for 2 weeks. Get out of here. Go. No practicing, no workouts, no anything. It's a total shutdown. And basically, it's a mass exodus. Everybody goes to the beach or goes on vacation for those 2 weeks to get your vacation in, because when you come back, the kids will be asked to, it's front and center. It's pedal to the metal.
It's go time.
It's go time, yep. So your big memory is beating Science Hill football.
I'd say so, yeah. It's probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. George Gwynn, Nick does an outstanding job. He does.
Thanks,
We're blessed
George.
to have him. George is a dandy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He is wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to come be on the show, dadgummy's out. He's come over and be on the show. Talk about Container Man. So every time I pass down there, I see the Container Man. Or no, it's back up to, let's see, where is it? Where's the car wash going in? It's back this way, isn't it? Yeah. Back up this way, I see the Container Man, big old, what would you call it? It's not a dumpster, but the storage facility. Container Man on the side of it. So he's a jewel. Yeah, and his daughter, and they should have a bang-up volleyball year. Goodness gracious. So we call it the Container Man Kill. Is he not a hoot? He's a hoot. We call him football the Container Man Kickoffs. So, and the Container Man Kills with the Cyclone volleyball. So in closing here, Mae Marie's watching. Thank you. You did a great job, ma'am. She came over again from the Weight Loss Success Today, our new sponsor from Johnson City. Hello, Judy Reese. How you doing? So, in closing, everything you want to know about Cyclone Sports is on that new website. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we've got CyclonePride.com. It's our new athletic website. We launched it around October, November. Anything you need as far as schedules, rosters go. But even more than that, you've got information about the athletic department. You've got a whole directory. We've got a whole page dedicated to the new RCAP that's going to be built, and you can find anything you want in there, sponsorship opportunities, the layout, anything like that. So anything you need Cyclone Athletics, go to CyclonePride.com.
Yep. The Ryder Center for Athletic Performance, named after the late Coach Dave Ryder, of course. And he would be the granddaddy of Sean Whitten, Jason Whitten, and Ryan Whitten. So it's going to be exciting. It'll be end of August, some point between August. Let's just say a window between end of August and end of September, somewhere through there, based on weather and construction snags or whatever's going on. Give them a 30-day window to get it finalized, be ready to go through that punch list and make sure everything's good and be ready. So you have an athletic program now here in Elizabeth that has turf on the softball field that didn't have before. We play down at River Rider Stadium, Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark, turfed infield. You get ready turfed outfield. You have a Evan Carter indoor batting facility. Now you have a brand new gym and an indoor workout facility, a 30 by 30 turf that's under a roof, and also a huge weight room to already complement what we've got with John Tridway Gymnasium. Mm-hmm. And the pool, you guys did a bunch of renovation on the pool. Pool decking got changed out. I think they're I think she told me they're going after a new scoreboard. I think maybe inside, or maybe the yard has a new scoreboard.
They got a new timing system.
New timing system, yeah. So our pool is coming up. Getting, and a lot of folks don't know we have a pool inside Elizabeth High School, but we do.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of tucked away in there, but it's a great area.
It is, yeah, it is tucked away, but it's there. And we've broken a lot of school records in the swimming and the pool in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So look at him over there. Who's the lady in the yellow? She's grinning over here. Do you know her?
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. She's grinning over here, looking at. She's pointing at it, going, "That's Nick. He's talking over there. Look at him." That's your granny.
Yeah.
She calls you Nicholas. What is Granny's? Hold on. Excuse me. What is when Granny cooks you something? What does she cook for you? I know anything you want because you're spoiled. But if you said, Granny, I'd like to have blank, what would she fix for you? What's her favorite thing she can whip up?
So really just something simple whenever I go over there and have dinner, maybe like a hamburger or a hot dog. Just something simple.
Yeah.
She makes broccoli casserole. It's not exactly my favorite, but.
Well, don't say that where she can hear you. Just say you love the hamburgers. Now, your mama makes what for you? Was it tacos? What is it? She said that one night, I'm going home make my boy something. What was it, tacos? A couple of years ago, and I had her on the show.
Tacos are a go-to.
Is that it? Is that what she's famous
Probably.
for? She said, Nicholas wanted tacos. You going to pick some for you? So, of course. He gets whatever he wants. There you go. Spoken like a mama. Hello, Judy Reese. How you doing? Nick Miller, Assistant Athletic Director. Look there. She came over and said, see, and I love you. Look there. You old bear, you. Grandma came over and said, see, you love you. So there you go. All right. Thank you for coming. You hungry? Get you some lunch.
Oh, yeah. Always hungry.
Well, yeah. We went, I went to the coffee company a couple months ago. We were sitting there jaw jacking like we are now. As soon as the food came, no talking. It was this. We was wolfing it, getting after it, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we eat. Absolutely.
No talking.
No. There's time for talk, time to eat, time to grub out, as my dad used to say. So, love you, man. Good job.
Yes, sir. Love you.
Judy Reese. Hello, lady. Thank you for watching. Quick break. We'll come right back. We've got to take a look at one more topic, We'll run back and go through the softball. Sun's popped out here. I don't know. With softball versus baseball, they tend, for some reason, they can get softball in easier than baseball as far as games, even when it's rain. So we got a whole slate of regional softball games tonight. We'll run down those for you before we get out of here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back and also take a look at NASCAR over the weekend. They raced the guys dominating. I don't know. How do you beat this guy? He is the real deal. Kyle Larson does it again in Kansas this weekend. They will be in Wilkesboro, not that far away, for the All-Star race. We'll take a look at NASCAR and regional softball action next on the Tom Dolan Sports Show. Why Daniel Grindstaff?
Well, we are local. It's just like Cannon's Furniture here. You've got a local place of business right in the middle of town. You've got a local point of contact. We have local adjusters that's out in the counties. And, you can pick up the phone if you've got an issue with something. We try to help folks resolve it. And, we are based in the state of Tennessee. We are Tennessee specific. We've got a $30 annual membership that goes to agriculture in Tennessee. It supports kids wanting to go to 4-H camp. We do a local scholarship for all the area high schools for kids that's been involved in agriculture that's going to go and get education past high school. And all that stuff plays a part into supporting the state where you live. We are state specific. Now, there's North Carolina Farm Bureau. That is separate from us. Mm-hmm. Kentucky Farm Bureau. We are state specific in the state of Tennessee. And, but that is, in my opinion, that's the biggest thing. You've got a point of contact.
How do we get a hold of you? Social media
sir.
And a phone number.
Yeah, so I've got an agent page, Daniel Grindstaff Farm Bureau. We've got an office page, Elizabethan Farm Bureau, 423-543-2288. And I would like to add that we did get voted as best insurance firm, and thank the people that voted for us doing that. And somehow I wound up getting the agent category, which I greatly, greatly appreciate. It means a lot to me when folks, feel inclined to do that, especially for our office.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Daniel Grindstaff here, the Farm Bureau, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dolan Sports Show. Daniel Grindstaff at Elizabethan Farm Bureau. And back at the Tom Dolan Sports Show. Before we get out of here, let's take a look again at some of the things. First off, we'll take a look at Milligan University. Outdoor track and field took part in the Lee University Last Chance track meet on Saturday and Sunday. And Bryn Woodall did it again. This guy's the real deal. A Milligan record time in the men's 1,500-meter run. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Gave him the NAIA's number 3 time in the outdoor season. He won the event, obviously. So Carly Wilson finished 7th in women's 5,000-meter. Let's see. Alyssa Marazzi came in 7th in women's 10,000 meter. Louis Peralty won the men's 800 meter. So Milligan's track and field is on fire. They're getting ready for the National NAIA Outdoor Track and Field Championship, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd in Marion, Indiana. So we'll have Brendan on coming up next couple of days. We're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit on tomorrow. Be at Phil's tomorrow. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Barbecue. Whew, me, oh my, it's good. I can smell it from here cooking. Are they cooking all night long? Got those ribs and a pulled pork and a pulled chicken. Just comes and clump me. It's just so tender and juicy. Those ribs, you just take your fork and just kind of barely touch that rib and it just falls off. It's that good. I mean, really that good. We'll be there tomorrow. And so we'll probably have Brandon over there tomorrow if we can get him to talk about the Milligan Spring Sports and the track and field. They're having a heck of a year. All right, let's take a look at NASCAR. Again, Kyle Larson wins it yesterday. Larson nails down the Kansas Speedway, his 3rd win of the season, his 32nd of his career. He is tied with Dale Jarrett now, the all-time wins list. Up next would be Fireball Roberts, and right there looming would be Martin Truex Jr. as far as catching with all-time wins, retired driver, and also Matt Kenseth, not that far away either, on up the all-time wins column. Larson, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, the top 5. Then comes Josh Berry, Ryan Preece, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano, John Hunter Nemechek. Where's my guy? He had a bad day at the office again. Yep. Finished 21st. He started 35th, but finished 21st, so he actually improved, but still not Kyle Busch's day, of course, and losing, finishing 21st. Guys had a bad day at the office for the 2nd consecutive week. Denny Hamlin goes out, finishes 36th. Brad Keselowski goes out, finishing 37th out of 38 guys. So 7 caution flags for 37 laps, 15 lead change among 9 drivers. Guys that led the race for a little bit would be Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Carson Hocevar, all led the race, but the winner of the race was Kyle Larson. Again, he finishes, it's his 3rd win of the season, his 32nd win of his career as a NASCAR driver. So the points look like this heading to the All-Star race, which is a break. All-Star race will not have any effect on the points for the championship this year. That next race will be coming up Memorial Day weekend, the Coca-Cola 600 in a couple of weeks. But here are the points heading to the All-Star race this weekend in Wilkesboro, North Wilkesboro. The guys, if you stop today, would be in the playoffs, which is the whole goal. You can't win the championship unless you qualify for the playoffs. Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, and Josh Berry are in on wins. In on points, which is very iffy at best. It can change very quickly in the points. Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Chase Briscoe, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., your 16 will be in. On the outside looking in right now, 7 points back would be Ryan Preece. 14 points are Kyle Busch. And those are the guys, again, trailing. They're 17th and 18th. You got to be the top 16 to get into the big show coming up later in the season. All-Star race this weekend. Qualifying on Friday night, heat races on Saturday, and the NASCAR Open All-Star race this weekend at 5:30 on Sunday at North Wilkesboro in North Carolina. Passed that track many, many times, and it's right there. So is Darlington. It's not that far away. So is Martinsville from where we're sitting. So it's pretty cool to be that close to some of the premier tracks. And, of course, we're only, 20 miles that way in that direction from, my opinion, the best track in the circuit. Bristol Motor Speedway is just about 20 miles up the road for you out-of-town folks watching, which we appreciate. Girls softball today. Who's playing where? In the regional. Again, the sun's popped out here. I think there's more rain coming, but the sun's popped out here right now for the moment. Hello, Krista Britt. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. Science Hills ladies hosting Morristown West today. Morristown East hosting Dobbins Minute in 4A softball. So Science Hill hosting Mo West at 6 o'clock. Mo East hosting Dobbins Minute. Hello, Jeremy Marlowe. How you doing, buddy? 3A softball, you have Crockett at home today. Unicoi County travels today. They still don't have the TSSAA who the opponents are. And I've looked myself, and so there's been some confusion over the weekend with all the rain. So I'm not sure who they're playing, but they are playing. Crockett's at home, and Unicoi County is on the road. In 2A softball today, South Green, the Lady Rebels hosting Eagleton, and Chucky Doak, the Lady Black Knights, travel to Alcoa. Winners move on, losers are eliminated. Hello, Larry Leedy. Hello to Ed Popplewell. That's 2 new names. Thank you. In single-A softball here in Tennessee, North Green, the Lady Huskies, hosting Cosby, and Unaka will travel to Hancock County. Winners move on, losers are eliminated. That's in girls softball. All right, let's take a look at baseball. Baseball is coming up on Wednesday. These are the teams playing in the sectional, which means you win this one, you go next week to the state tournament in Murfreesboro. Hello to Kenneth Barnes. How you doing, sir? In single-A softball Wednesday, University High will host Greenback. North Green will travel to Coalfield. In 2A, Alcoa hosting McMinn Central, and Sweetwater home to Pigeon Forge. In 3A baseball on Wednesday, Greenville hosting Seymour, Unicoi County traveling to Anderson County. Then in 4A baseball on Wednesday, Dobbins Minute hosting Farragut, and Science Hill traveling to Oak Ridge. Those are if you win, you move on. If you lose, your season's over. It's single elimination, and also Providence Academy in the private school division. Division II Single A. Providence Academy playing North Point Christian on Wednesday, and the winner of that will move on to the state tournament next week in the private school sector of Tennessee high school baseball. Then last but not least, let's do soccer. Soccer is tomorrow. The regional soccer tournaments in AA. Tennessee High hosting Volunteer. Greenville hosting Crockett tomorrow in boys soccer action. That's in AA. In AAA, Dobbins Minute Soccer hosting Jeff County, and Science Hill will travel to Sevier County to battle the Smoky Bears in high school soccer tomorrow. And Lakeway Christian will be at home against FRA. I feel confident that A is an academy of some sort, FR Academy, but I don't know what it is. I'll have to look that up and have that for you tomorrow. That's what's going on tomorrow in soccer. So softball's tonight, soccer's tomorrow, and baseball's on Wednesday. That's how it's shaping up and getting ready for the postseason, the regional and the sectional for softball tonight, soccer tomorrow, and baseball on Wednesday. That's going to do it. We appreciate you giving us a watch on show number 2286. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow at Phil's Dream Pit. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue will do that again tomorrow. And we'll do that again from Phil's, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Thanks to our guest today. We had let's see who we have. We had Amanda Blair from Northeast Community Credit Union. We had Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park. And Marie May from our brand new sponsor, Weight Loss Success in Johnson City. We had Nick Miller, the Assistant Athletic Director from Elizabethton High School. See if I got a fifth one. Just had the show. Can't remember who I had. Amanda, Leslie, Marie, Nick. I think I got them all. Hello, Marilyn Thompson. How you doing? Kenneth Barnes. Thank you all for watching. So, tonight, NBA. Let's see. I want to make double sure. Celtics are playing tonight. And they are. The Celtics and the Knicks tonight. Make sure. I want to be doubly sure on that. Let's see what we got here for today. Yep. Knicks hosting the Celtics. Knicks lead at 2-1. In the West, you have Minnesota and Golden State without Steph Curry again tonight. I don't think he's going tonight. So that hamstring pulled, the hammy's pulled on him. And so they lead the series. Does Minnesota 2-1. So that's what's going on tonight in the NBA. Celtics in New York to battle the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Minnesota will be in Golden State on the left coast to battle the Golden State Warriors. Baseball again. You have Milwaukee at Cleveland, Boston at Detroit. Big one tonight, St. Louis and Philadelphia. It's a good ball game right there. So Pittsburgh, see, Cardinals are 22-19. Philadelphia 24-16. Two hot teams in baseball. Cardinals have won 8 in a row. They'll be in Philly tonight to battle the Phillies. Pittsburgh against the Mets in New York. The Braves at home against Washington. You've got Holmes against Urban. Holmes will be on the mound for the Atlanta Braves tonight. They're 19-21. Washington at 17-24 on the record. Miami and Chicago to battle the Cubs at Wrigley. Kansas City, the other hot team, they won 8 straight. They'll be on the road at Houston tonight. And Michael Walker, by the way, on the mound for the Royals tonight against Gusto for Houston. Colorado, Texas, Evan Carter in center field for the Rangers again tonight, as he had a home run on Saturday and an RBI base hit yesterday. He is seeing it well and hitting it well. It's great to see for our youngster from right here in Elizabethton, Tennessee, the starting center fielder for the Elizabethton Cyclones, and now the starting center fielder for the Texas Rangers. Kansas City, Houston, the Yankees in Seattle. That's a good matchup. Leader in the American League East against the leader in the American League West. That's tonight in Seattle. The Angels will be in San Diego. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Let's again give you the, thank you, Mrs. Will Hoyt. You're nice. Here is the verse of the day. Psalms 3, verses 3, 4, and 5 says, "But you are a shield around me, O Lord. You bestow glory on me and lift up my head." Verse 4, "To the Lord I cry aloud, and he answers me from his holy hill, Selah," which means, and read that in Psalm, says, pause and calmly think of that. And verse 5 says, "I lie down and sleep, I wake again because the Lord sustains me." It's a good verse when you lose like we lost on Saturday, and a lot of teams got eliminated. Spring sports. So I lie down and sleep and I wake up again because the Lord sustains me. Tough way to lose on Saturday, but it's a game. It is just that. It is just a game. One of the parents on the Cyclone baseball team was telling me that he's got a brother-in-law that they called in hospice. Kind of puts everything in perspective. If you're a praying sort, please pray for Coach Lynn Duggar. Former basketball coach, guys and girls at Elizabethton High School. He's having it tough right now. He's in the hospital. So we'd ask that you would, I know Diane said if you don't care, ask him to pray for him, and we did. We have. So say a prayer for Coach Duggar. And so what's the point of all this? Point of all this is it's a game. Do you want to win? Absolutely. Do you want to win? Those kids heartbroken on Saturday? Absolutely they were. So were the Granger kids. They got knocked out. They had to go home. They were sad too. Not just the Cyclone guys. And then earlier than that, you had Crockett's guys got knocked out. East guys got knocked out. Their seasons were over. Did it hurt? Of course it hurt. That old Brian Adams song cuts like a knife. But again, and they're high school kids, and they don't always get it. But it's just, they'll look back and go, okay, it's a chapter that's closed in my life now. In this case, 2025 Cyclone baseball. But had a good run. Have a great nucleus coming back for next year. So our next sport will be football. In 102 days will be kickoff. So you think it's a long way off. It's not. It seems like yesterday, we talked about this at church yesterday. It seemed like the other day it was Thanksgiving. I don't know where it went. It's like you blink and it goes from November to May. And now we're talking Memorial Day weekend coming up, the first big holiday weekend. And we're down to, what was it, Christmas, 220. Don't tell me, Tommy. I'm going to tell you before we get out of here. It is 220 some days. Let's see. Christmas Eve, where are we? 226 days till Christmas. So there you go. It'll be here before you know it. I promise you. We'll take them as we go. We're going to live one day at a time as what he tells us to do. That's what we're going to do. But just again to put an exclamation point on what I'm saying, it is what it is. It's a game. None of this is going to matter. We think it is, and it's important at the time, and I get that. But take a step back and look at the end of the day. In reality, it's not going to matter. So the only thing that's going to matter is what are you doing with the Lord? You're going to live for him and reject him. It's real simple. And we'll be asked that, as the book says. We'll give an account. what you do with your life. And so, do you want to win all the games, everything you do? Absolutely. You want to be a success? Absolutely. When it's over, though. You got to move on to the next rung, to the next round, the next rung on the ladder, whatever. All right. Thanks for watching the show. Back with you tomorrow. Show number 2286 in the books today. Oh, Josh and Stephanie Jones, thank you for watching. Joe Deskins, that's a new name. Thank you. Marilyn Thompson, I think's a new name. Thank you. So we appreciate you very much. Again, our guest, Mae Marie, the brand new sponsor from Weight Loss Success in Johnson City. And so several different ways for you to lose weight. And she was telling me off air they got a lot of folks, several in there getting ready to go on a cruise for vacation, want to lose some weight. Got one from health reasons, has to lose. Just, was told you got to lose some weight. And so they're doing it through Weight Loss Success at 282-9990 is the number to call. Make an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome. Free consultation. First time in there. So she was on the show. So was Leslie from Sycamore Shoals. So was Amanda from Northeast Community Credit Union. So was Nick Miller, the Assistant Athletic Director for Elizabethton High School. New show tomorrow. New guest will be at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Until we greet you then, we'll tell you as always, as Mom used to tell us every day, go down and catch that school bus. She'd say, boys, bloom where you're planted. Be a ray of sunshine wherever you are. Make a difference. Never, she's telling me this all the time. She tells boys, don't ever get to the point you come in the room and go, oh, gosh, here comes Tom. You want them to go, oh, here comes Tom. Bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching 2286 show number. Back tomorrow from Phil's Dream Pit. Until then, we'll say so long from Chick-fil-A and Elizabethton on the